What's up, guys? Welcome back to I know it's a habit. Welcome back to Shay's World. I am your girl Shay, and we are back talking Drag Race. This is episode 7, and I have with me my lovely co-host.
Your boy Malik, what's good? I'm here in the actually not in the flesh, in ones and zeros. Got my microphone. I've been had this microphone. I just forgot that it existed. So let me try to put this in the see if I can get this in view somewhere. I hope it's not too much noise on y'all end. If it is, I'm sorry. Let's see. How's that? I don't like that. Oh, this is good. Hopefully this won't miss with nothing. You like that? All right,
Yes,
that's look good. All right.
that does a good one. All right, so episode 7 opens up. We are in the workroom. Angeria has cut my girl Roxy. Like, this is my girl's third time getting snipped almost at this point, because you had Angie snipped Roxy, Roxy snipped Angie, and now Angie has snipped Roxy again. Yes.
Oh, so it's her second.
Oh, okay. So it's her second, but somebody else may have snipped her. I can't recall, but I do know, at least in this battle, they're 2 for 1.
Okay, definitely.
Like,
So,
you
Angeria Love, or however that tennis scoring goes, Angeria's
yeah, she's
Angeria's
up.
got the final laugh at the
Yeah.
moment.
For sure. So in the workroom, what I took note of was that Roxy was real stank. She was in her feelings. You know what I'm saying? She was in her
Nasty. Worse than
feelings.
my nose ring.
She pushed it. It was like she played it not necessarily victim, but it was like, you're playing a different game than I'm playing. I don't play like that. And it's like, but what do you mean? Like, you got 3 badges. Come on
Girl, you
now.
play some kind of way. Also, she was very much like it felt very dramatic. Like, she was basically telling Angeria she was low-key putting on a show, which goes crazy when you literally just put on a show 7 days earlier. But anyways, that was a little wild to me. But all in all, she was just not taking this well. She is a sword snipper and a sword receiver as well. Yikes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yikes.
Who was it? Somebody was like, can y'all just keep snipping each other?
Just keep that pushing.
We can keep it pushing. So let's do a badge count. And I hope I got this right, but I have Plastique and Roxy at 3 badges at this point in the show. It's Plastique and Roxy with 3. You have Mick and Vanjie, and now Angeria with 2 badges, and then Gorgeous Georgia.
Gorgeous Gucci. George's
Georges and Nina have 1 badge, and my beau doesn't have a badge, y'all. I am so sad.
Chanel.
So before we go any further, I want to ask the question: who, out of the people that we just named, do you feel like there's anybody that's not deserving of a badge? Is there anybody that should have more badges? What are your thoughts? Like, do you have any? Well, just for fun, just for fun. Let's just, let's just do it.
I like this. I think that Nina has 1 badge.
Nina has 1 badge.
I think Nina should at least have 2 badges. Roxy has 3 badges. Plastique has 3 badges. Okay. I'm not gonna say I'm surprised that Plastique has 3 badges, but I will say they were more expected in look and fashion challenges. And that was like one of her badges, I think. The other 2, I think, came from comedy or some other challenges. So to my memory, I don't remember. But so that's just kind of a shocker. Roxy, I mean, just because if you look at Roxy, like, she did great in season 5, but then when you look at AllStars 2, she didn't. And so I don't know. I didn't know. She was kind of a wild card. So 3, sure, whatever. I need Chanel to get a badge. Chanel has been supposed to have at least 1 badge at this point. I actually thought Chanel was going to be doing really, really well in this competition. That's all I can think of so far. Angie has 2 badges. That feels right. I would like her to have more. George's, sorry. Vanjie's kind of the same. Got Mick. I was expecting to have 3 or 4 at this point. I was expecting Got Mick to be like blowing these girls out the water, to be honest. But and I'm they kind of touch on that later. But also, like, Got Mick, I think, has been going, at least during the time of filming or during Drag Race, being out there, they were going through some, like, identity issues, or like just some kind of like, like, when you look at yourself in the mirror, like you just going through some stuff. Your personal things, personal development.
Things. Yeah. Okay, so in the same vein, I would have to say yes. I feel like Chanel should have definitely had a badge at this point. There was a comedy challenge or something with it being funny that I feel like Nina should have won. I think the only person that I'm just not like, okay, you got that with the badge is George's. And I think that is because she won that snatch game. And there was somebody else that was funnier.
She won?
I think Georges won. Georges and Nina won snatch game.
That's insane.
They were the two that were picked.
Yes, but Georges.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, that was George's.
They were, but Georges didn't win. Georges didn't win the snatch game. She was just picked by Monet to be her bachelor, but she didn't win a badge.
Okay, so either way, I don't remember what Georges won her badge for. However, I'm fine.
I think it was Nina got me. It doesn't matter. Go ahead, my bad.
No, you're cool. I feel like Nina should definitely have 2. I feel like Chanel should at least have 1 or 2 badges at this point. I don't know. I don't know how we're, maybe we're missing something in what we're judging.
I mean, I don't know. Well, I will say that sometimes production can show their hand, and that they're like meddling and doing shit. For this season, that I don't think that's really entirely true, because it's kind of it's a charity season, so like the competition is there, but it's not the stakes aren't as high for the girls like any other season. So, and that's kind of loosely, like, I just say that because they're not winning any money. These challenges are going to their pockets personally. It's going to their foundation. But I say all that to say that sometimes, like, Ru will pick a girl and you like, there's no way. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But like, production is like, no, this is our star. We got to keep her going as long as we can. You see that a lot in regular season. I was just about to ask you.
I was about to say, I heard you say all of that, but in my mind, what I heard you say was Ru's not always picking
who he want to pick. Right.
Okay.
It's, somebody's talking to her saying, get this person, just saying, these are our people that need to win to boost to get you know what I'm saying? So it's always production in play somehow.
Okay. All right. I'll take that. So now
they're gonna show up at my door now, girl.
Look at you. Yep. All right. So now we are moving on to the workroom. The ladies are in the workroom, and as you can see, Plastique has her hand up, and she is coming up with this new math for the snipping process. In her mind, if you have 2 badges and you win, you should snip somebody else that has 2 badges. I.e., she's just trying to keep them from snipping her.
Like, girl.
In a nutshell, that's really what it was. Like, she just tried to keep them from snipping her.
Ironically, it's a good it's a good strategy for her and Roxy. Snip the girl that has the same badges as you, but anybody else that's got lower badges, bye. In one ear, out the other.
So now it is time for the mini challenge of the day, and it is called Fruity Patootie. Basically, they the pit crew are going to place. Let me see, because I think I have a picture. All right. So ultimately, they are going to place a piece of fruit in between your legs, and you have to walk. I can't really determine the distance.
Let me see you
have
walk.
to walk and place the fruit into the basket. If it jumps out, you got to start over. Yada yada yada. It was a fun challenge. This I like this picture because Nina and these big old juicy thighs. She bust. I forgot which piece of fruit she had, but she, it burst on her pants.
Oh, it was a cucumber.
Okay, so then she ironic.
I think.
Ooh, the jokes the things that are coming on my head with her busting a cucumber in between the legs. You're nasty.
You're nasty.
Know what you be doing to me? Gobbling them up. Anyhow, all right, back on track. So Nina wins this challenge, the mini challenge, and what she wins is immunity from being snipped on, at the runway. So it was a cute little challenge. Not too much, just a little something to throw in there. Nothing.
I didn't skip it.
Yeah. So now, Ru lets the ladies know that they are going to do for this week's Maxi challenge. They are going to perform. Well, they're going to pay tribute to camp movies, and perform a scene in what is called Meeting in the Ladies' Room. They will be, acting alongside RuPaul, and these are some of the movies that they are going to, or these are the movies that they're going to be playing off of. First up, we have Valley of the Dolls. We have Joanne Crawford and Mildred Pierce. We have which one is this? Mommy Dearest, Diane Carroll, and what movie is this? Oh, y'all don't. Dynasty.
This is Dynasty. I think that was a show.
Don't kill me. Dynasty. Diane Carroll and Dynasty. Boys in the Band, All About Eve, The Mirror Cracked, and then this is Michelle Visage's favorite, Showgirls.
Del cualquier año.
Yeah. So the ladies do not have to write anything. All of the scripts have kind of been written for them, kind of tailored to, their personalities and stuff like that. But let's get into, for me, what was one of the better moments.
Have you seen any of those movies?
You didn't ask me that. You didn't ask me that on this camera.
I've seen one of those movies, so I feel like that was a fair question. Yeah. I guess that's the one everybody knows.
Everybody's seen Hawaii.
No wire hangers. Yeah.
So now, everybody has their script. They're working on their scripts. But what was most touching, honestly, for me about this entire episode was this scene that we get here. And it is with Gottmik, Vanjie, and Angeria. And they are discussing what happened on the Untucked from, the previous night or nights before, where Mick was very emotional, kind of standoffish, and just really going through some things. So she kind of lets, them know what it was. And it's really just with him being trans, but also doing drag and just kind of really still being a little feminine. Even though he's trans, he still has a little feminine to the mannerisms and just full aesthetic. And some things you just, for me, you can't, you can't help. I don't think there's any, how you look is how you look, honestly. So he has this tattoo that says boys don't cry. And when I heard him say that, I was just like, yeah, no, I hate that. I absolutely hate how society says boys shouldn't cry, because I wholeheartedly feel like that is the reason we have so many domestic violence situations. It's just it's a snowball effect of things that can happen when you tell somebody you're not supposed to cry. Being a man means you don't cry. I'm not a man, but I can only imagine. And I try to, with my nephews, I try to be conscious of allowing them to express their emotions and cry. Now, I don't allow them to cry too long. I do expect them to pick themselves up and let's figure it out with a cooler and calmer head. But I've never, in the last 10 years, let's be very honest, in the last 10 years since I've been more aware, been paying attention and things of that nature, and just, really paying attention to the effects of how things that we do and implement and say to kids, say to people when they're young, how it carries, you know. So I've definitely changed and tried to make a conscious decision not to be like, you can't cry, shut up, don't, you can cry. You can't cry for 10 minutes, but you can cry and get your emotions and your frustrations out. I need you to release that and, get that out. And then let's get it together and let's figure it out. So you are a man. So I have so many questions that I want
I
to
have so
ask you
many
and talk
answers.
about. Okay, great.
Okay.
So the first question is, did you hear that growing up? Like, you weren't supposed to cry. You had to be.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was kind of just also like the known thing. It was like crying is associated with weakness. Men aren't weak, so then men don't cry because men are strong. So that was just like that thing that you kind of automatically, I guess, just know growing up. So yeah, I definitely have heard that though many times and applied that to my daily life. Sometimes I still do, but hey.
So, with that being said, with you still applying that to your daily life, how do you think that affects how you handle situations?
Um, for me,
Mhm.
now I'm not gonna say I'm not opposed. If I feel like I just gotta get it out, if they're right there, I'll get it out. I don't like to do it, but I'll do it. Um, However, I'm not a crier. I'm not a whiner. I don't like to sit there and woe is me. Da 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 da. I'm the type. If something happens, okay, how can I get this out my way, or do I just gotta sit here and wait for it to go? And then when it goes, how do I continue? Because like I'm not the type of I don't like to do pointless shit. And to me, when you're crying about something, that shit is pointless. That's just like, but again, that might just be the mentality I had growing up. It's like you're just whining, you're wimpy, like da 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 da. That's not really what it is for me. For me, it's like there's no purpose. Like when I was a kid and I would be crying, but what are you crying for? So, and maybe that's
Yes,
like a whole
because
nother
it's
thing in
so many.
itself.
Yes.
That low key
That
might
what
be
are
a
you
whole nother thing
crying
in itself.
for
Like, what are
is
you crying for?
that is the black household's kryptonite with kids. The what are you crying for? And I'm gonna give you something to cry about.
Ooh, I'm screwed.
I have
Yo.
delivered myself from that because I too used to be that person. But to go back to, you said crying is pointless. I don't agree with that, because sometimes I just need to get a good cry out. And it's like, once I get done, it's like a whole calm has come over my body. And it's like, all right, now let's figure this out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do not see crying as weakness, because you have some people who, when they're really pissed off, they start crying. And they're crying because they know what they're about to do to you.
Like they want to hit
they
you
have
bad, and they're trying to.
yeah. And for me, that's a strength. That's a strength, because it's like, I know what I can do to you, and if I do it, it's gonna be bad. So I think that's a strength. So I do not think that crying is a weakness. I actually think crying is strength. It gives you strength sometimes to just let it out. Like you cannot hold those emotions in. And I feel like we wouldn't have the ability to produce tears if there wasn't a reason for us to cry. You know, if there wasn't a reason for us to cry, there wouldn't be. We would not have this ability to produce tears. And so it's just like, stop telling people that they can't cry, especially men. And I need people. I hate to be this person, but I have to be this person right now. I need all of my parents to stop telling their young Black sons that boys do not cry. I need you to reword that and say, boys do not wallow in their misery for long, but it's okay to get your emotions out, but don't stay there too long. Figure it out. Get what you need to get out, get that release, get whatever it is that is released. Once, you know, you get that out, get that, feel it, sit in it, learn the lesson, and then move on. I think we need to rework that, because a lot of these men that beat on women, it's because like they can't get their emotions out. Now there are some, I'm not speaking for all of the men that are out here putting their hands on women. There are some that are just, you know,
y'all have lost it.
Just completely snapped. However, there are some who, because they've just been so indoctrinated that they don't know how to handle it, and the first thing they do is strike the person closest to them, which is typically a female, and it has to stop. It just has to stop. And I think that whole boys
toxic
don't cry,
masculinity,
it's draining for me. It's draining for me. Yeah, I pray that my sons are very well-rounded overall gentlemen in this world.
When I get my kids, they're gonna be better than me. You know, I'm a great person. They're gonna be better than me. They're gonna be amazing people. I can't wait.
Listen to the people that are watching. So listen, Mr. Randy and Stacey Bell did an amazing job with that one right there. I actually have had the pleasure of watching him grow from the end of his junior year of high school all the way till he's graduated college, and the growth has been amazing. Well, it really wasn't even much growth. It's just watching him become a man, because even back then when I first met him, he was already mature. You know, I personally feel like I corrupted him a little bit more than anything, but he is an awesome young man. So definitely, I've taken some notes from some of the talks that we've had about our upbringing and things like that. I've taken notes, things that I will do with my kids and stuff like that. So yeah, you know.
Oh, thank you. I love that. I love you.
He is an Army brat too, though. So he is an Army brat. So some of they go two ways. They're just like the PKs.
Okay,
you either go straight and narrow or back.
A PK and an Army brat. Like
they are one and the same.
Double
one
down.
And the same. And so, honestly, guys,
DragRace.
Really, here we go. So, yeah. No, so really, that was all that was worthy of us just talking to y'all about. I feel, it was easy to go off on a tangent with this episode. But before we get into the runway, the looks, and the commercials, who do you expect to do good in this challenge? Who are your top 2 people that you are expecting to kill it in this challenge?
This is an acting challenge, so I would expect Nina, Angeria.
I said top
Vanessa.
2. Oh, I said top 2.
Nina and Angeria.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of.
But Angeria and Vanjie can be switched out.
They can, but sometimes I feel like, and this challenge kind of proved it, they kind of put Vanjie in a box. She's always literally her. And I kind of want to see them push her just a little bit harder, go a little bit outside of the box.
Act different.
Kind of like the way they did with
George's.
The way they did with George's. Yeah. Yeah, the way they did with it. I would love to see them push Vanjie outside of her comfort zone a little bit more, because ultimately she just played herself.
Oh, you did not tell me this shirt was so wrinkled like this. This is my mama's shirt, by the way, y'all. 5 words. Her slogan, 5 words. You ain't gonna worry me, okay? Let me make you want some. Let me know.
Don't worry with me. I don't blame her. See, we can actually. I say let's go ahead and go to the runway.
Runway. Oh, okay. That's my cue.
That'll be you, my friend.
It's my turn, guys. All right. Okay. So we're not going the way they did on the runway. We're doing it in alphabetical order, Shay's World style. All right. So first up, we have Angeria. Oh, by the way, the category is Vendu, something like that. So Black Widow Vendu.
Angeria is who we have up first, not who is up first. Angeria is who we have up first.
Okay. I like that.
I am going to just say I loved it. I loved it.
Arachne, the Spider Queen,
yes,
she looks beautiful.
So I'm so ready for Wednesday season 2 to come out. Like, that's all it made me think of. I'm ready for Wednesday season 2.
Okay, yeah, this is amazing. Her makeup looks amazing. This hair, her hair has been going insane this season. Her hair, whoever has been styling.
I haven't been the biggest fan of all of her hair choices, but this one tends across the board for me. And guess what? You don't have your shades on, but you probably can put your shades on because you can't see. Ooh.
Tens across. So that's Angeria. Next up, spoiler alert. Who cares? Next up, we have Got Mick. You know what? We're gonna get to that. Got Mick. Yeah, she looks amazing. I didn't peep this veil the first time for some reason, but I like it a lot. This veil is nice. I don't know what's in her hand. This look is nice. I don't.
It's very Got Mick.
Hate it.
No, I don't hate it. It's not one of the best looks on the runway, but it's very. It's pretty. It's. I still can give it
to her aesthetic. It is. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Up next,
we have Miss George's. I don't really like this first look.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't like the wig. I don't like nothing about this other than the shoes. I like the shoes.
All I like is her face and her shoes, which are meant for the her next look. Okay, so she really should have just came out here. Oh, but I guess it doesn't really mean. It doesn't really like. I mean, the first look is Widow, even though
Well, she gave a story.
Great,
it's like,
but this is like Widow.
Well, a couple of
I
them
killed my
gave
husband. Now I'm gonna
stories.
go grab another
Yeah,
one.
yeah. That's what I was trying to say. You had cut out, so I didn't hear you. But I feel like you said what I was about to say, which is a couple of them have stories and with their outfits, and it's kind of Widow, and then boom, now I'm headed to get the next
to the casino. Okay, something like that. Okay. Well, I liked it. She was good. Well, I like her face. I like her shoes. I'm sorry. I do not like this outfit.
We've seen this outfit on her before, just in a different variation.
Little Chiquita. We sure have.
Yeah.
We surely have.
No.
Do you feel different about this wig now that you see it on a different look?
It looks better, but it's still I've seen her do better hair. And apologies to my dog, guys.
Lexington.
If you can hear him barking, I really want to go close my door.
If you can hear him clap, we'll go close it. I also want to close my window, so let's go do that. Oh, Lil Chiquita, that was George's. Thank you. Nina West. I like this. I actually like this a lot.
I did. She looks
this
like
really
she
great.
could have been on, and I'm basing on what movie I felt like she could be in a character in, but yeah, I loved it. Like,
not Haunted Mansion.
Yeah, that's it. That's one of them.
I don't even think this is are these her hands for real?
I think know.
Yeah, she even mentioned it. I definitely see her in Haunted Mansion, Frankenweenie, Paranorman type.
Yeah. And then her second look was good.
Yes. Even very much. This is really great.
Now that's more Cinderella.
This was a great night for Nina, in my opinion.
Evil Cinderella.
Cinderella's wicked stepmother. Stepmother. Okay, so next up we have Plastique Tiara.
Face beat.
Gorgeous. Face beat, hair laid, shoes on.
But we've also seen
outfits
this in some
laid.
configuration as well.
No notes. Wow.
Yeah, but we've seen this.
She actually wore this last week in purple. Yeah, wait, was that the outfit that she did the day to nighttime?
I think so.
No, not last week. The week before. She did daytime and nighttime. So yeah, you're right. And then didn't she reveal? Oh no, she didn't. Yeah. I mean, it's either way. Even though we have seen it before, it is gorgeous. I would give her 10s anyways. But
yeah.
How do I say this? I feel like it's important to bring your blood, your culture, your heritage to the runway because we do want to see that. But I wouldn't rely on that for every runway. Now, these outfits are stunning, gorgeous. I can't deny that. However, it leans to repetition. You know what I'm saying? It starts to lean to repetition. Yeah. So I just I agree. I do think we've seen this, and I do think that it's for her to mix up the style, but in the silhouette. But these outfits are stunning. Again, I can't deny.
I'm right there with you. I feel the exact same way. That's so funny. Yeah, like I enjoy seeing it because now again I haven't been introduced to it. You know, culture, the fashion, and so it's been nice. But when somebody like me who's just now getting into this is picking up on it, I think we need a little bit more. That's all. And you got 3 badges, so I need you to step your pussy up.
You know? Okay. So next up we have Miss Roxy Andrews.
Yeah, baby, come on. I'm gonna need you to go.
Miss Roxanne Andrews.
Oh, that one, boo. Body is cute. I'd have liked just a
The
that.
body is
I'd have
T
liked
down.
this. I'd have liked for the swoop to come up just a little bit more, like be up
What
just a little
swoop?
bit more. In her hair, the swoop.
Her
I'd have
hair?
liked it to come up, just a little bit more, give it just a little more height.
Mm-hmm.
But I really have no complaints. I'm sorry, I have no complaints.
You know, I
Sound
don't
like
either. I
you
think
do.
she looks really good. She does. I had to take a second. I maybe if the dress would came down some more, because at
Yeah,
the end
just
it also looks a
see
little
that toe.
strange at the end. Maybe the cut is weird or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's what. Maybe that's if she either should have brought the dress down some or brought it up some, like to um like just right. It low key looks like she added some more fabric, like right here. She should have like cut it right here or brought it to the floor. You see what I'm saying?
But I think that's how it's supposed to be cinched. It's supposed to be kind of
This
like
line, right?
clip plume.
Uh,
Oh, okay.
oh, okay. Well, I'm
I
not.
don't.
I'm not like angry or nothing. She looks good.
No, she looks good.
Um, Miss Chanel. This is her first look.
Ooh,
It's obviously a reveal, so we're just gonna go straight to it. Boom, opulence.
bam! Come on with the zoom in.
Own everything. Everything belongs to you. My bad. Everything is yours. Sorry, something like that. Anyways, she was good. I mean, I can't see her shoes, but that doesn't really matter because everything is to see up here. You
Yes,
know, usually Chanel's necklaces are very clunky, but this one actually kind of fits for her in this outfit.
I
This is
loved
good.
it.
This is really
10,
great.
10, 10,
I'm
10,
trying to get
10,
the
10,
zoom in
10,
like
10.
as big as I
And
wanted to. Tens across. Yep. Miss
she
Van
that.
Vanessa Mateo. She looked good. This fur looks fantastic. She looked good with and without the fur. Um,
Yes,
I think I like it with the fur more than without,
I do
but
too.
she still looks good to me, and I like this hair a lot.
Yeah, she
Widow.
Vanjie never misses with the face or the hair when it comes to the runway. And she has definitely stepped her game up from where she started in Drag Race, in my opinion. And that's just from the little that I've seen so far.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like, she is killing it. I have no
Okay.
complaints. None. No
Me neither.
complaints.
Just us.
That's it.
Well, those are all of our girls. Yup.
All right. So that is the runway, guys. And next, let's see. We have their commercials and how they did on their commercials. Uh,
You don't remember the commercials? Because I
no.
don't know if I have time to watch them, unless you just want to wrap it up
I don't.
without me.
Yeah, we can wrap it up without the commercials. Honestly.
Okay.
So on the two ladies that made it after the runway and the commercials, I am going to just run through these judges really quickly, guys, just so you guys can see
Oh yeah, I
pictures
forgot the
of the
judges.
judges.
Thank you.
So Rue looked amazing. Y'all know
Yeah,
anytime
she
she has
did.
any configuration of orange on, I think orange, honestly, orange and golds and yellows are her color. I love anytime I see Rue in that. So yeah, that's that. We have the rest of the
Have you gotten to the
judges.
episode of season 5 where Coco Montrese low key look like not wear this exact outfit?
So we have Michelle Visage. She looks good. I have honestly, I have no complaints about Cruella de Vil. That's kind of, I think that's almost kind of her thing. Carson
You
Crazy
know,
Queen, they're both dressed as Cruella, their versions of Cruella. He has on that color as
Cruella.
well. And
Love
then
it.
we have Colton Haynes. I don't know who he is, but he is such a little cutie patootie to me. I'm sorry.
You don't know
I don't
Colton
know who Colton.
Haynes?
I don't. You can tell me who he
Colton
is.
Haynes. I don't know
You
Colton
saying
Haynes
it like
either.
I'm supposed to. So based off of the ladies' workroom performances and everything. I'm just running through them so y'all can get, just a little feel for when I tell you who the top two are. And hell, I just told you.
Oh, oh, wow. I'm so glad. Look at
They
me.
made it to
Knowing
the
things.
top two. And Miss Angie secures her third badge. So now Angie and Roxy both secured their wins back to back, kind of like back to back. Well, Roxy's was back to back to back. Angie got one, then she went on a hiatus, and now she's won 2 back to back. So,
Did Nina win the badge last week?
Nina won a badge because she made it to the top 2. So now Nina has 2 badges.
Okay.
And Jirian won a badge last week. That's wrong. Okay. I'm wrong.
No. I was trying to see did Nina would just win back to back, but I don't remember.
Nina hasn't won in a minute. So okay, but anywho, they go up against each other and Jirian wins. So now she, alongside Roxy and Plastique has 3 badges. And I was really, 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 really confused about this cutting decision. Before I hit it on this thing, who did you think Angeria was about to snip? Just real quick, who did you think
Roxy.
She was going to snip? You thought she was going to snip Roxy?
Either Roxy or Plastique.
I thought she would have snipped Plastique.
Because she was asking for it all.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's who I thought she was going to snip. So when she snipped Mick, I'm like, what? Why did you snip Mick? Like, why did Mick catch you straight? I didn't understand this. I was pissed. I ain't gonna lie. I was real pissed sitting up watching.
Yeah, that's a little interesting. I don't know why she did that.
I cannot wait.
Well, okay, but earlier in the episode, she did say that she owed Mick the scissors because Mick gave her the scissors.
Yeah,
so Angeria is going based off of revenge. She said, "Forget the stars. She just wants her ones, low key."
Okay.
I think she's taking care of business, and then she's gonna start taking care of stars next.
Thank you for clearing that up for me. Thank you. Because I was like, what the hell? I don't
very much out of left field.
Who you definitely, and then Plastique has never been snipped. Like, what type of game?
She was asking for it. The way the edit was making it seem, I was like, oh, Plastique is definitely getting snipped. And then when Angie won, I was like, oh, she might go back for Roxy, for real. So I thought it was going to be one of those two. I forgot that she even had a thing for Mick, because Mick snipped her. But if that's the case, then I guess Vanjie's next. Vanjie, you going to watch your back, sister?
I don't know, but
would that have been your top 2 though?
Yeah. Angie did really good in her meeting in the ladies' room. Nina did really, really good. I enjoyed it. I especially loved the end where after the whole thing was over, the end of Angie's bit where she was like, now can you go ahead and donate to the National Black Justice Coalition and the walk off, the thank you and the look back. I loved it. And then Nina gave me all the theater and drama that I needed. So I was definitely happy. I wasn't upset about the top 2. I kind of was a little salty about Angeria winning just because Nina did this little move with her costume, in the song. I don't know, but anywho, I'm not mad at it. So Angeria wins $10,000 for the National Black Justice Coalition. She is now at $30,000. And then Nina gets $2,500, which puts her at $12,500 for the Trevor Project because she did not have to use her immunity that she won in the mini challenge. So overall, I am going to give this episode a B+. No, I'm gonna give it an A. I'm gonna give it an A just because I appreciate Mick being so open and transparent about, the whole boys don't cry in this experience that he's had since becoming trans and all of that. So what do you give this episode?
This one was like what'd you give it a B? I'll give it a B too. It was alright.
No, I changed it and gave it an A. I'm sorry. I had to go back and give it an A just because of the conversation about Mick.
I'm not doing
but
that.
outside of that, I wouldn't have given it a B.
I mean, the conversation was fantastic and definitely needed to be had. But overall, the episode was like the maxi challenge was okay. The runway was okay. The runway had a lot of great looks, but the theme was like okay. Yeah. B.
All right. Well, that's.
And when I say okay, it was good. It wasn't great. But anyways, yeah, that's what I give it.
All right. Well, that has been our recap of Drag Race AllStars episode 7. Before you guys get out of here, make sure you hit that like button. Do us a favor. Hit that like button. Let YouTube know you guys like these videos so we can keep them coming. And if you don't mind, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me on your way out, as well as your notification bell button. We will see you guys in the next video, which will be coming really, really soon. I am your girl, Shay, and this is my lovely co-host.
Yeah, boy, Malik.
All right, we out of here, guys. Peace.